everyone. Okay, so I wasn't gonna film this live, but then for some reason I decided to. This is gonna be the full moon in Pisces reading. We just had a full moon like a little less than 24 hours ago. It was like just after 1 a.m. Today on the 2nd, 1 a.m. Eastern. Ooh, and look at that, full moon. So yeah, this is the full moon in Pisces reading. This is for all signs. I'm gonna kind of freestyle this reading. I wanna just see what guidance, what do we need to be paying attention to around this full moon, right? The sign of Pisces is all about your intuition and really listening to yourself. Perhaps even for some of you typing. Some of you could be writing for sure. Tapping into your, sort of psychic and more spiritual side. And for a lot of you, I feel like to definitely pay attention to your dreams. You may be having kind of wild dreams. Maybe they don't even make sense. Just write them down, what you remember. You can even type it up in a note on your phone, or that's why I said typing, or write it out. I do dream interpretation if that's something that you're interested in. It's more of all of my readings are pretty intuitive, but it's definitely, I don't use cards in those readings. So anyway, if that's something you're interested in, I'm gonna use the Modern Witch Tarot for this reading, and in addition to filming this live, I will post it to IGTV and YouTube after, okay? So 7 of Pentacles, okay? This could be a lot. Wow, I almost cut the deck before even shuffling. So weird. Okay, it's almost like wanting to skip steps, skip ahead, rush through things. Don't rush. I'm just getting that. Don't rush. Take your time with whatever it is that you're working on. So I'm using, I think I said already, Modern Witch Tarot for this reading. I cut the deck in half in order to shuffle. All right. I am feeling a lot of decision-making energy, okay, which is energy that we've been picking up on for some time now, because I distinctly remember this coming up in the new moon in Leo reading that I did late last month. And then, of course, we'll have a new moon in Virgo later this month, right? So the way that new moons and full moons always work, right? New moons are always in the sign of the season that we're in. That's why the last new moon was in Leo, and that's why this new moon will be in Virgo. And full moons are in the sister sign, right? So that's the opposite sign. That's why during Virgo season, the full moon is in Pisces. I'm like, what is that? Nothing. So the full moon is in Pisces, right? Which is the opposite sign of Virgo. Okay. And yeah, I'm definitely getting resonances from the new moon in Leo reading. Hi, Carmen. The new moon in Leo reading that I did late last month, okay? Because I'm seeing the 5 of Wands here, which I distinctly remember came up. Okay, so there could be a level of conflict, okay? Perhaps competing interests or conflicts of interest, okay? Could be more so internal. I feel like that's a lot of the energy for people for this month, Virgo season, as well as, again, the full moon energy that we had in Pisces, okay? Very sort of introspective energy, really looking at yourself and what you want and how the past aligns with that or not, and then course correcting accordingly. Of course, right, that can always mean that there are other people who are in disagreement with whatever your desires, wishes, anything that you want to change, right? And so that could be where that conflict energy is coming from as well. Look, you just got to be true to yourself, I mean, that's generally good advice in life, but I'm feeling that very strongly. There's something very specific, and I'm not an astrologer. It's something I am studying, but I'm not an astrologer. Again, I'm just going to kind of freestyle this reading. Okay. But yeah, it's hold on, let me just get the rest of the cards here before I keep talking. I knew that earth energy was going to come out slow and steady. It's the first card flying out on top of all the other cards. Okay, you have the Ace of Pentacles coming in here, so there's some type of opportunity, okay, maybe some type of offer. I'm just hearing the phrase what is it? Luck is when opportunity meets preparation, something like that. So it's be prepared, be in the right sort of energy, the right state of mind to be open to any opportunity that may be coming to the four, that may be coming forth to the fore. For a lot of you, this has to do with romance, okay, with the Two of Cups there. Or it could just do with like some sort of soulmate connection. Maybe there's someone that you're going to be meeting, a friendship, some sort of business partnership, something that's just going to, you know, provide value to your life, whether that is like literal value, okay, monetary value, or not. Okay, let's see what else, because again, I split the deck here. So we do have the Moon card showing up again. Obviously, this deck knows what we're talking about with the World, right? So we literally, again, just had a full moon in Pisces. You can't make this stuff up. And the World card is Virgo energy, starting a new cycle. Okay, so let's go over what we have flying out here. I know that y'all can't see the cards, but as always, I will show them to you, okay? There's something like a little bit mysterious or unknown about whatever is unfolding, okay? And in that respect, it's like you just, you know, it's a little bit of like the magic and the mystery of life, right? You can't know everything. Okay, so you kind of have to just like have a bit of faith and a bit of trust. Sometimes you have to take a risk, step out on a limb, right? For a lot of you, whatever is coming in here, okay, it's requiring that you let go of any sort of past emotional attachments, okay, with this Eight of Cups. So this could be, you know, some recent disappointments or experiences that you had. Maybe this is things that even happened or sort of, you know, started coming to light even around that new moon in Leo. Like, I feel like for some of you, like this could actually be very recent things. For others of you, this is things that go back, way back, like years back into your past. For those of you who may be dealing with like needing to process things emotionally, letting go, releasing, again, on a more emotional level, right? This is Cups energy, the water energy of the zodiac. And I am feeling like in particular, like maybe this is, you know, this part of the message is really geared towards water signs, right? That would be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, if you have water prominently in your chart. You may benefit from working with clear quartz, okay? Either in your meditation. I think you could even try sleeping with it under your pillow. I've tried different variations of crystals under my pillow. Some are more successful than others. Clear quartz is not actually one of my favorite to sleep with, but maybe I will try it because I am a water sign. So, but yeah, I'm just getting this energy of like needing to walk away, to let go, to release, okay? And of course, full moons are perfect energy for releasing, okay? You then have the Nine of Wands. So whatever these things, this experiences, and again, for a lot of you, could be recent, could be things that go back to the past. For a lot of people, it could be a mixture of both, okay? And I'm feeling like it's several things, okay? Several experiences, several people. So for a lot of you, as you go through this emotional release, emotional healing process, you're becoming a little bit guarded, okay? Because this is the Wounded Warrior card, a little defensive. And that's okay. It's like you're coming to a place of balance, of relearning your boundaries, right? So you're learning the lesson and you're trying to figure out, okay, been there, done that. How do I avoid this going forward in the future? It's a very valiant effort. Basically, you're learning, right? And you sort of, right, it's like your experiences here in the past, see all those wands there in the past. So one, there are lessons that you've learned from it, right? There's messages, there's inner wisdom that you've received as a result of those experiences, okay? And there's a little bit of a wall there. I'm not gonna say whether that's good or bad, right? Everything in moderation. There has to be a balance with everything, of course. But it's like there's this new opportunity, right? See how the figure is holding one wand there. And I love this deck. It's all women on the deck. It's the Modern Witch Tarot. Holding one wand there. There's one opportunity that's sort of standing out in front of the rest. Something that you want to go after. Something that you want to take a hold of. And again, for some of you, it could be anything. But for a lot of you, this is talking about a new relationship or sort of a new level in a relationship, right? Breaking through those kinds of barriers, maybe for people who have like commitment phobia, right? Or commitment issues. Maybe you have met someone recently and you want to be more willing to be open to whatever that is, okay? For others of you, again, this is not romantic. It's talking actually more so about, you know, a work situation or some other type of connection here. So you have the Nine of Wands. Then right smack in the middle of the spread, and it's not really a spread, I just freestyled, but the way the cards fell out, You have the Knight of Pentacles, right? Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And this is exactly what I was talking about and why I laugh. Like I chuckled to myself about slow and steady wins the race, right? Because this is the slow and steady card. This is the slowest moving knight of the deck, but it's the knight that gets the most done, right? Knight of Wands in and out. Knight of Swords, like maybe a little too eager and aggressive at times, right? Or a little too cutthroat. And then you have the Knight of Cups, which is like more of a softer side. But anyway, this knight gets things done, right? With this Knight of Pentacles. And remember, I was talking here about that Ace of Pentacles. This is you moving forward with whatever this opportunity is. It's something that is being divinely guided and gifted towards you, or you towards it, right? Ooh, and I just saw the 10 of Pentacles under that. So that's what you're working towards. That's why you want to go slow and steady, because you don't want to miss anything. You don't want to take a misstep and therefore miss out on your potential 10 of Pentacles here, right? Because the future facing energy of any reading is always a potentiality, right? A lot of people ask like, well, if something comes up in a reading, does it mean it's definitely going to happen? No, because we all have free choice and free will. But what this energy is saying is your guidance is to, you know, can keep moving forward, right? And again, don't forget these lessons of the past, right? It's maybe this defense, this guard, this fence, right? It's almost like I'm seeing like, it's like when you have like water flowing, okay? And if you don't have, like, not really that scientific, but hear me out. If you have like a dam, right, and a dam sort of slows down and concentrates the water still gets from point A to point B, it's just in a much more controlled fashion. Versus if you open up the floodgates or you open up that dam, it's just gonna rush in, right? And maybe other stuff's gonna come in with it, you know. So I'm just getting that energy of like, whatever you have experienced here, that again, you're needing to let go of the emotional attachment to it, right? Some people really identify with like, you know, the label of a victim or something like that. I'm not like, I'm just using examples, right? But whatever this is, letting go of it emotionally, learning the lessons, and then proceeding slowly and steadily forward, right? So allowing your past experiences, these past lessons, to be that sort of metaphorical floodgate or dam for you, to allow you to go at a slow enough pace. Okay, let's move on because it gets really good. Not that that's not good, but it's like, you know, release, okay? Just think release, let go, detach, all that good stuff. Then you get what you want as you start to move again slowly and steadily forward. This is 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. Whenever you see this card in a reading, it is literally the Make-A-Wish card. But I always follow that up, right? I say this in general readings and I say this in readings with clients. Be careful what you wish for. Because remember that at some point in the past, right, whatever these things are that these lessons that you had to learn, relationships with other people, experiences, etc., at some point that's what you thought that you wanted, right? But it turns out that it wasn't actually aligned with your path and your purpose, otherwise it would still be there, right? So remember that as you move forward steadily and slowly with this Ace of Pentacles opportunity coming in here, remember those lessons, okay? And apply that to, you know, think really big picture. What do you want, right? And this is not usually about, you know, of course, like all of us need like material things to survive, etc., etc. But it's usually much more high level than that. It's usually like, what do you want to feel? What does this experience bring to you? What do you learn? What do you provide, right? Think of like ways in which you can be of service to the world, right? I think that's, at least for me, right, energetically, astrologically, and again, I'm not an astrologer, that's the energy that I'm picking up on for the collective, not just this Virgo season. This is energy that carries us through the end of the year, through Sagittarius and Capricorn season into next year. Okay, so what came up here that was face down? Because basically there was a card that showed up like this, right? So whenever that happens, this tells me that there is something that's either not being shown, or what I think is actually more likely in the situation, it's like what you don't want to look at, okay? Because I didn't even know what the card was, and now I do. And it's the 5 of Cups, okay? 5 of Cups speaks to regret, shame, guilt, sadness of the past, right? Looking at the spilled cups of the past, very clearly this is related to whatever you're needing to detach from and let go and walk away from here, and whatever is causing that defense, that guard. Okay, so but you can't change the past, right? And notice how in this card the figure's back is turned to the Two of Cups, unless we forget Two of Cups is showing up here at the bottom of the deck, right, when I finished laying out the card. So again, there is some type of offer, opportunity, new person, situation showing up in your life. It is meant for you. It is being divinely, again, gifted and guided towards you, or you towards it. You just have to do this sort of emotional release and the emotional processing to allow that to come in. Because if you don't do that, okay, and you hold on to these things, whatever they are, you're basically going to block this opportunity from coming in, okay? Maybe you know, it's like you might not see it as an opportunity, or, you know, let's say this is someone new trying to enter your life and they see that you just seem to be like completely jaded in love. Why would someone who wants to give you that, why would they, if they feel like this person is not even open or receptive to that in the first place? You know, I'm not going to put myself out there just to get hurt. Okay, let's get some oracle guidance for us for, again, this full moon, sorry. Full moon in Pisces, new moon in Virgo will be coming up. Surrendering to the journey, release control. So a lot of you, this may be about control issues, right? When we've been hurt in the past, when we've been disappointed, let down, we throw those guards up, right? We're like, okay, I'm just going to control every single thing around me. I'm going to control who's around me, when, why, what, like everything. I'm just going to control the whole thing so that that can never happen again. And of course we fool ourselves, because one, that's another dagger in and of itself. You're denying yourself just the experience and the opportunities of life and living it, right? Life comes with ups and downs. That's the human experience, right? That's what we signed up for when we incarnated onto this earth. But you can learn, right? You can learn your lessons of the past. I'm seeing begin now, take your first step, right? So this is with regard to that Knight of Pentacles energy, even in terms of your healing process, right? You don't have to rush through it. You don't have to speed it. Slow and steady wins the race. As long as you're doing a little bit each day, each week, each month, you will get there, right? You will get there. It may not seem like it, but you will. You're making progress. Okay, for a lot of you, this month is also a time of spending time alone. Okay, whether you're actually physically alone or not, a lot of people, it's hermit energy, right? That's the Virgo energy of the tarot. So in silence, peace prevails, this says, okay? And again, I'm just getting like, especially with that full moon energy in Pisces, being really open and receptive to your psychic senses and abilities. We all have them, okay? Tapping into your chakras, your crown chakra, your third eye, all of your chakras, but particularly the centers where communication is focused, okay? So your higher chakras, your heart chakra and up. Okay, so the card we got is joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Oh, I love that. Yes, okay? Because for a lot of you, this is about, like, you know, the reason I said heart chakra up, this is about heart chakra constriction. You are trying to control what can get into your heart space so that you don't get hurt. But if you do that, you're not going to allow anything else in, okay? So let's read for this card, and then we'll probably get one more oracle, and then I'm going to close out the reading. All right, joy and delight. For some reason I have this page flagged in my book here. Interesting. You do not need to suffer to grow. You can grow leaps and bounds through joy. True happiness comes from following the dictates of your soul. Do what gives you joy, celebrate and have fun, stop and embrace life, yourself, and others, and say yes. Take steps today to expand your joy. You don't need to do it all at once, but you do need to start. Your purpose in life is to experience joy. Allow joy and ecstasy to flow through you wildly and freely. Share your love. Happiness spreads to others like wildfire and can help to heal the world. That's what we're here to do, people. Okay, it says the sacred traveler wants you to know that it's not just about reaching the destination, it is about the joy of the journey. The traveler stops periodically in order to savor the simple pleasures of the voyage. If you don't follow your bliss now, when will you? If you've been waiting until circumstances are different before you experience true happiness, you may have a long wait. It's simple. When you focus on the areas of your life that bring you joy, these areas will prosper. One of the fastest paths to happiness is through sharing and giving. So give of your heart and follow your bliss. Joy is your spiritual birthright. I love that. And remember, we were talking earlier on in the reading about, with that 9 of Cups energy, right? That wish fulfillment energy. How can you be of service? How do you want to be of service, right? I think that's like a really good sort of question to meditate upon. Maybe some of you, again, you want to, or you're being encouraged anyway, to write, okay, to journal. And if you struggle with that, if you're like, I don't know what to write about, try journal prompts, right? That could be one of them, or you can find journal prompts anywhere. I found some today on Twitter. All right, I'm gonna get one more card and then we're gonna close it out. So we have completion coming up here. So again, needing to let go of past cycles, past energies, past people. Let go, learn the lesson, but let go of the energy, okay? And you can do this compassionately. You can have compassion for yourself. You can have compassion with other people, especially if there are, people, places, and things that you're like, this just really doesn't align with me anymore. I mean, obviously it's not how you'd say it, but you've come to the realization that it doesn't align with you anymore, but it doesn't mean that you have to be like, again, cutthroat about it. Be the Knight of Pentacles about it. Really think about, okay, what is, the most compassionate way to communicate this? What is the most equitable and just and fair and compassionate thing that can happen for all parties involved, right? A lot of you listening to music right now is going to be super helpful, okay? I mean, it always is, but, sometimes especially, like, pay attention to the lyrics of the songs, how they make you feel, okay? Because I feel like you might be getting messages through music in that way, okay? So the numerology card that we got, love partnership. So again, for some of you, this new opportunity coming in is about romance specifically. For others of you, this is more about, because 2 of Cups certainly can be talking about romance with that Cups energy, but it can also just represent like a soulmate connection. For some people, right, that can be a child, again, a friend, a coworker. It doesn't have to be romantic. But for a lot of you, it will be. So don't forget to let me know. All right, this card indicates a time when a romantic relationship is about to enter your life. Perhaps you are single and are about to meet a special someone, or maybe your current relationship is about to progress to a deeper level of understanding and commitment. Either way, love is just around the corner, provided that you believe. In the meantime, you are being encouraged to focus on what you have to offer rather than what you'd like to receive. Okay, there is definitely, because I've been saying that, right, a couple times throughout the reading. So this full moon energy in Pisces, there's an emphasis on that of like, not just what do I want, right? It's not like what's me. It's like, what do I give? What do I offer? And I feel like, because we're getting to like, where we're recognizing, right, or we should recognize that it's a co-creation with the universe, right? Our entire life is. And in that way, so is every other experience as well. Relationships with other people, our work, etc. It's all a co-creation. It's all a co-collaboration. So it can't just be about what do I get out of it? What do I receive, right? Half of it has to be about, or should be about, what do I give to the situation and what do I have to offer? It also forces you, when you realize how much you do have to offer, right, it puts you in a deeper place and understanding of gratitude, right, and maintaining that as sort of like a constant level, a constant sort of vibration within yourself, this gratitude for what you are able to offer and bring to the world that is unique to you. All right, so again, in the meantime, you're being encouraged to focus on what you have to offer rather than what you'd like to receive. By doing so, you will attract a mutually loving relationship that serves both parties' needs. Remember, you must believe that love exists in order to attract it into your life, so work on any limiting beliefs or negative thoughts you may have about love. That release, right? That detachment from the perhaps painful even lessons of the past. And the affirmation here says, I don't know how and I don't know when, but love is on its way. I love that. I love that affirmation. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm going to close this reading down there. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching with me. Again, I will post the whole video to IGTV and to YouTube. Oh, hi, my sister just joined. But I'm jumping off now. really beautiful reading for the full moon in Pisces. We still have access to this energy, right? After any moon shift, the first 3 days are especially powerful, but then I say you can even work with the energy up to 10 days later. Of course, we're on like sort of a 2-week cycle, right? With new moon to full moon energy. So again, we will have a new moon coming up in Virgo later on this month. But I feel like right now, the time is really about releasing, letting go past emotional energies, really tuning and tapping in, right? Because that Pisces full moon, that psychic, intuitive energy, right? Lots of messages coming to the fore right now, especially pay attention to your dreams. Start working on not just the release, but whatever it is that you want to bring, right? Whatever it is that you want to manifest and bring forward. And again, what we talked about, think about that through the lens of how can I be of service? What can I provide? Okay. And then again, by the time that we get to the new moon in Virgo, I feel like you will start to, it's like the seeds will be planted by that point, as long as you do the work now. Okay, I'm logging off. Thank you so much again for watching. Let's see, I just have to do like my little outro for YouTube. If you like the video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. You can also book a personal reading with me on my website. If you have any questions about that, just feel free to reach out to me. And if you'd like to donate to support this work, that's always appreciated as well. Thank you to everyone who's donated already so far. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the next reading. Take care. Bye.